welcome back, as the case may be. I am Christine E. Schulze, aka the Elvish author of young adult fantasy, who also likes to react to fantastical things, and we have...
I'm just Isaac.
He's more than just Isaac, but Isaac he is indeed. That is part of what he is. And we are back. Finally, we took a small break, but we, because we had like a little vacation, we went on a float trip. It was a great time. It was a great time. Like 6.5 hours on a river, which was less arduous than the time I spent 6.5 hours in a cave. So, you know, good time either way. But,
I got attacked by flies.
He got attacked by so many flies. That was the one downfall of the trip. But other than that, good time. And we're back now, speaking of time, with more Wheel of Time. We are on episode 7. We only have 2 left. We're kind of trying to take our time because we don't kind of like it. We kind of want it to not end, but, I mean, at some point there'll be a season 2, though, so that's cool as well.
And a season 3.
And a season 3, even better. Maybe there'll be 14 seasons. There's like 14 books, I believe, is what you guys have told me. So, there's a lot of books. Anyway, but before that, we have to yell at people, and honestly, this probably only applies to like 2 people that I saw. So, you know, if you are one of the many other thousands of people that has not given me any spoilers, you can either skip ahead and not listen to this, or you can listen to this and be forewarned that you don't want this to be you either. So, you know, I always say, you're welcome to leave comments, no spoilers. We take spoilers very seriously. We do not want anything in the story to be spoiled. We don't want anything about the characters to be spoiled. We don't even like if people say, oh, you're going to be so angry in this next episode, because that's telling us how we're going to feel. And that is a form of not letting us discover for ourselves, and therefore it is a form of spoiler. You can talk about anything in the current episode, anything that happened beforehand, anything that happened in the books beforehand, but nothing in the future. And honestly, I was pretty pissed about this for quite a few days, if I'm honest. Like, I finally calmed down about it, but I was pissed about it for quite a few days because a couple people mentioned that, you know, the show has been filmed partly during COVID. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem, whatever. Even saying that the next couple of episodes were filmed during COVID, like, isn't a huge deal to me. Like, yeah, we might see some differences because you've pointed it out, but, like, whatever. What was really, truly, obviously should have been a spoiler that nobody should have said is that how they had to, some of the actors had to leave during this COVID period. And, somebody specifically mentioned that one of those actors was Matt's character, and that's really shitty, guys. I'm gonna let you know, whoever said that to us, that's really a shitty thing to do, because now we know that that character, probably, we're not gonna see him the rest of the season.
No,
you know?
At all.
I mean, if they had changed actors, like, that would be sucky because we liked him, but at least that would be something. But it sounds like he's just not there anymore, and that's sucky because we were trying to figure out what's going on, having different theories and things like that, and now you just ruined it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you that you ruined that aspect of the story for us, and that is not okay. I don't know if other reactors are this straightforward when saying that it sucks when you leave a spoiler, but I am not gonna mince words about it. Don't do it. In fact, we have refused to read comments until we're done with the show. So if you've left comments that I haven't looked at, you guys know I like to look at them when I come out. Y'all can be mad at the 2 people that have spoiled it for everybody, because I will eventually read your comments, but it will not be till I'm completely done watching the show this week and next week. So that's where we're at with that. In fact, you never read comments.
I know.
And the unfortunate part of it is that this was the one week where, if you guys recall my other video, I was like, hey, go watch the comments, or, you know, or go listen, go watch the comments, yeah, go watch the comments, like, they leave really cool information and stuff like that, like, because you guys, for the most part, do give really good comments, and unfortunately, that was the one week where someone decided to be really, really inconsiderate. So, I'm going to start reiterating, like I had to in the beginning with Avatar, which even nobody ever left big spoilers for Avatar. You guys, everybody did so good until this show for some reason. Do not leave spoilers. Everything is a spoiler. Obviously, an actor leaving is a spoiler because that means they changes with a character. In fact, this person didn't even just say, like, oh, Matt's actor left, which could have meant that he's getting replaced. This person said they had to rewrite a bunch of the script because of this person leaving. So that tells me the character's not coming back. Now, the only thing that we don't know is what they decided to say about his character within the show. Mm-hmm. That remains to be discovered, but the point is that, yeah that's major spoiler.
He could come back in season
He could as a different actor or something like that. Who knows? But it still sucks because I was still major spoiler. We're thinking we're gonna see him again, or he might follow them in there at some point. Who knows what? Who knows what? Yeah, major plot point where he is like maybe turning. Is he turning evil? Is he like all these different things you're wondering about, Matt?
Yeah, he was being
influenced by the knife and stuff like that. He had a good story. Yeah. So talking about it's actually making me feel pissed off again. I don't like it. Okay, so everything is a spoiler. Everything is a spoiler. That has not happened beyond the current episode that we are watching. Don't do it. If I have to start not watching comments, because that's how I'm going to say it now. If I have to start not watching comments for any show until I'm done with it, that is what I will do. I do not prefer to do that. I like to read things as I go. Sometimes people have really good, extra information or whatever, or good, interesting thoughts. But I will not have anything spoiled for me because people can't be considerate of what they're writing. So, no spoilers, okay? Honestly, if I see a spoiler from you moving forward, I'm probably just going to write down your name and just not read your comments ever again for anything. That way I can continue reading other people's comments. And I'm not joking. Am I joking?
No.
I will absolutely do it. I will write down your name and get out my list when I go through comments and be like, oh, nope, don't read that person's comments because they do not know how to keep spoilers to themselves. So, that's what I have to say about that. If it's your first time here, I'm really sorry because this was like a little speech of me not being very happy. But normally we have a great time on the channel. So if you are new here and you enjoy what you see today, feel free to subscribe so you know when new videos come out. Feel free to drop a like. Drop a comment free of spoilers below if you want to. We do actually like hearing from people, aside from that. And yeah, feel free to check out my social media links, including links to my books, if that's something that you're interested in checking out. On that note, let's talk real quick about what happened last time, and then we'll jump into it. Last time...
Very Moraine-focused show.
Very Moraine-focused episode. Yeah, we had all that stuff with the... What's the leader called?
Amelin Seat.
The Amelin. Amelin. Very good. So the Amelin. Yeah, we had her little backstory at the beginning, which is cool, kind of showing how she came from very simple means, but she really worked hard to get into the Amelin Seat. We had, found out about her secret relationship with Moraine. And how her and Moraine just had to do such a good job of just remaining completely stone-faced and always hiding that from everybody. Mm-hmm. Especially when she banished her. I thought that was really good, emotional. I thought it was just really well done.
Great scene.
Great scene. Yeah, so all that was really, really good to see. And then we also ended up having the party come back together at the end. And they go through the
first
portal.
Time in 12 episodes.
Yeah, okay. They go through the portal at the end. Obviously, Matt chooses not to go. Again, even though it's annoying that we know he's probably not going to come back this season, I am curious to see what they do with the story, how they rewrote it to be well, this is why. I could see that being a more noticeable change, with the COVID thing. It's just this guy's not here anymore, So then they just kind of had to figure out the best they could within the story of, they gave a reason for it.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested what they do.
Yeah, so I'm still interested to see, what they decide to have those reasons be that we just don't see him again. Yeah, we have the ogre friend with us as well, the Ogier. The Ogier friend with us as well. Because he, with the builder, remember you figured out, he built the portal thing for them? Because he's just cool, so...
I don't think he...
And they're going...
when I did read the comments,
mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate that was. I think somebody did say that he did not build it.
Okay.
They just need him to go to... I don't remember.
Well, maybe that's a comment I didn't read, so... But yeah, so basically it was said, it was basically said that they might not all come back alive, because if one of them is the dragon, they might be able to, stop. Where exactly did we go? Something, what was it called? It wasn't called the core of the world or something like that.
The Eye of the World.
Eye of the World. Mm-hmm. And they're going after. Are we going after the big bad?
They're going after the dark one.
We're going after the big bad, yeah. And
at the weakest. But you see, they're going there because Suwon had the dreams
Yes.
that he's weak, but...
Oh, that could be, you were saying that could be a trap
like
or
a
something.
trap.
Yeah, obviously something's gonna happen. You know, this is the penultimate episode. So something probably is gonna go down. But yeah, we've gone into this other realm. We're looking for the Dark One. We're looking, you know, the Eye of the World. With, I guess, like, with, maybe we're all even, like, the different timelines kind of revolve around. Like, I don't know exactly, but, so that's interesting to find out. And, you know, we might even find out potentially who the dragon is in this episode or something. I mean, so yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. Like, we left off at a good, like, this is a good episode to jump into next.
Episode. I don't think anything good's gonna happen.
I wonder if, too, with them going off in this other realm, I wonder if, like, we kind of won't see as many characters except for them. I could also see, like, with COVID, like, maybe them trying to be like, okay, that we're gonna focus on, like, a smaller group now. You know, that type of thing.
Crazy thing is, for the last few episodes, like, they seemed... I remember having the thought, well, I wonder if they were hit with COVID around here. Because they separated everybody, made... I mean, the recordings at that point would have been a small amount of people. So, but now it's when it started.
Apparently this is now when it starts. And I wonder if the only difference really will be just because of the actor having to leave.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what people are like really referring to, but... Yeah, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and start on some words. And so, strap on your elf ears, pop in your elf eyes, and get ready to watch and listen to Wheel of Time. I don't really understand why people just don't like this show.
I don't either.
Like, it's good as a show, even if, like, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't intend to understand. The dark along the ways.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Let's get out of here. Hey, who's there?
Not I.
What's that show?
Oh yeah, we need a recap.
You've been gone such
Yeah, these two.
I found 5 potential dragons in the same village.
Nynaeve, look at you.
If it's one dragon or 5, man or woman.
Yeah, and even they said like your theory, like what if it could be more than one?
That was my theory, too.
Or join you.
So. And I like how somebody finally acknowledged that even though there's been like so many different theories, nobody actually knows exactly what's true about the dragon. That the dragon literally could go either way, could join with the Dark One, which would be the Dark One's intent, or could save them all. Again, kind of like a Ciri thing from The Witcher, where depending on who she falls into which hands to determine.
I have made my judgment. You are exiled.
This was cool too to see how they did things within their politics and whatnot.
We can destroy him. We don't know which one of them.
You ain't gonna destroy him. This is only season 1. So.
We've all heard of the ways and stories, but none of us know what they are.
The fastest road to the Eye of the World.
Ooh, we starting right in there. Oh, where are we? Where are we? It's the north. Beyond the wall. Wildlings.
She pregnant?
I forgot how intense the sound is on this show when we're watching it.
The volcano!
Mount Doom! Makes somebody annoyed by saying Mount Doom. Oh boy, what conditions to be running in? And being chased by people. She's like super pregnant.
In the middle of a battle, too. Not a good place for a baby to be born.
Oh gosh. Can we not try to like fight a pregnant lady, you know?
About to get defeated by a pregnant.
I mean,
Good
hopefully.
move, good move.
Punk. Oh. There's a punk move in the first place to attack the pregnant lady. So, like, you know, literally, I'm sure there's like 1,000 other people you could be attacking right now. Unless she's something like really special.
She probably has a lot of strength right now.
Like, unless there's like a reason they're going specifically after her, like, you could be fighting anybody. Do we have to be doing this?
More armor in that spot.
Yeah. she put up such a good fight. I don't know where we are or who this is, but I'm already invested, so...
It's that mountain that was above the city. Volcano.
I don't know, the mountain above the city, somebody said that's not a volcano, so maybe we're somewhere else. Are we doing this now? We're doing this now. Gosh. Doing this now, and injured, and can you not? Can you really not?
That sword is familiar. I've seen that sword before.
Have we?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I am 92% sure.
Good job. If we've seen that, good paying attention to detail. I have no idea.
I like swords.
So, I mean, swords are very good. You're not wrong.
It went by really fast, so I have some hesitance, but it looks either like Matt's sword or the sword,
Lan?
Lan.
Were you about to say Mulan? Wrong story. I like that Brandon Sanderson is involved in this.
Have you read any of his books?
Huh?
Have you read any of his books?
No. But he's like really good.
He's really good.
Yeah. I also like that there's somebody named Larry Mondragon who's worked on this show.
Last name to be working on a fantasy series.
Well, because like I said, if that's not Lan's last name, it's very close to his last
Very
name.
close.
Because his last name is something Dragon, so.
Stop! You need to open it again.
I think we're in the mines of Moria now. I don't think that we can get back out, so.
Did he?
Or maybe they can.
Or did you make it for him?
You know the darkness in him. You know it better than anyone.
We need to open the Waygate.
How? We can barely channel anything.
Unfortunately, reopening the Waygate would be impossible. There cannot be any use of the one power within the ways. To do so would be to throw yourself at Martin Shin and ask it to feast.
That sounds unpleasant.
What is Martin Shin?
Rainsagai is moving quite quickly. And we, Ogier, are not known for our...
Where?
If you'll excuse me.
Listen, this is Matt we're talking about. We can't just leave him.
We didn't leave him.
Well, that's true. He left. Yeah, he did make that choice to stay in there, so.
You don't actually believe that, do you?
And what are we going to do? We can't open the Waygate. We can't find our way out of here without them.
When this is all over, we'll find him.
Maybe in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they will just choose not to address anything with him until season 2. Like if they do choose to like bring him back, which I could see that being jarring if people didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's an inherent darkness within him.
What if it's him?
Then I can't let him within 100 leagues.
Well, that's
of the
true. If he is the dragon,
I already know what choice he'd make.
I think that she even sounds like Galadriel to me, and that's why I just like really like. She makes me think Lord of the Rings whenever she talks.
To think that fruit trees once thrived on every island. That these pockmarked stone paths were once soft and verdant, covered in grass. But now, one wrong step and you plummet into a void which knows no end. Or worse.
There's something worse than falling into a bottomless pit.
Oh, yes. I can think of at least.
It's all right, Leo. We understand.
I want to know.
This is the freaking Mines of Moria. Look at that place.
Wait! There's something up there.
Do you see with your wolf eyes?
Yeah. Perrin, what do your wolf eyes see?
It's one of the guiding stones, but it's as if someone's tried to destroy it. Keep people from finding
Like a bunch of numbers
Can I
on
still
there.
read it?
It's like maybe they brought him to like read the stones
I'll
or
ask
something.
for your
Yeah,
patience.
maybe that's what it is.
If he's asking for patience, then we're coming.
We'll rest here while Loyal works out the correct path.
How did you see that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's got wolf eyes.
Do you know what did that to the guiding?
Balrog.
The Balrog, yes.
There's something following us.
Is it creepier than the guy with no eyeballs? Gonna say I still ship it, but parents gonna be like, you know, wish my wife was alive.
Scary place.
Yeah, I mean, definitely scarier than Mines of Moria. It's got like a storm happening inside or something.
Rand. Rand. Did you?
What is it?
Oh. Is that a
Well, you're not
trolley or
supposed to do that here.
something else?
A truck in the waves. That should be impossible.
Explains how they reached the two rivers undetected.
And what happened to the guiding?
Did it just get a lot colder in here?
Oh,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to channel.
What is Machin Shin?
it translates
Boy,
from
you're
old
right.
to mean
This is
the
no
black
good.
wind.
And what exactly is the Black Wind? Machin Shin will speak to you. Do not listen.
No, friend.
Oh.
This way, come on! Quickly!
Honestly, whatever that was kind of looked like Matt, you know? He had like the long coat on, yeah. Yeah, this is like a really souped up like Mines of Moria. Like, there's like a lot of scarier stuff here, though.
The waygate is up ahead.
Oh boy. No, not a fan.
Perfect place for a you shall not pass.
Not a fan.
You're wrong about everything. You will murder these children and call it heroism. You're nothing.
An imposter, a fraud. A wife will never love you as much as you love her.
She loved you once, and she'll leave you again. You wanted Layla dead. Out of the world.
Okay, that's definitely not true.
Because you
Loved another woman more
Well,
than you.
oh, does he? What?
protect her.
You watch her die.
You'll hear their screams as they die, just like you heard your parents, and you do nothing to save them. You lost Matt, and now you lose the others one by one until you have nothing and no one. You can't protect them. You can't.
So do you think that this thing is telling them anything truthful? Like, I kind of wonder if, like, what it's saying is, like, maybe based in some truth, but not, like... But obviously he's trying to, like, use their fears or whatever against them. Like, obviously he's telling Rand, like, hey, she'll never love you as much as you love her. That might not be true, but, you know, he's obviously using that fear against him. But then I also thought it was interesting when he said to Perrin, like, you feel guilty. Basically, he's, like, guilting him because maybe he did have feelings for somebody else, even if he didn't want to admit to it. So I'm curious about that. I will say, I've never brought this up, but I have wondered before if Perrin, like, had any liking toward Egwene, or if he just felt toward her like a sibling. Because they kind of have, like, maybe, like, a brother-sister thing going on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's been, like, small moments where it's just, like, does he maybe like her at all? But, like, maybe they're talking about somebody else. Like, I'm very curious, like, what that is talking about.
I think the things that this thing has said I could see them thinking it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure
whether it's true or not,
those
I think it's
thoughts
based in something, yeah. So
gone through Rand's mind about her leaving again.
Yeah. Let's see what our trivia is for today. Islands and bridges are suspended in the black void of the ways. Many people who have traveled the ways feel unnerved by the bizarre nature of the place, feeling the constant shift of what was once above is now below. Okay. And some people believe the ways have long since been abandoned because of the appearance of the Machin Shin, the black wind that lurks in the darkness and consumes the sanity of the living.
Oh.
Fantastic. Huh, what once was above is now below. That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
Reminds me of that movie.
Descent.
As above, now below. Isn't that what it's called? I don't know, it was a creepy movie. Anyway. Nynaeve, are you going to be able to pull this off? Okay, well at least we have reinforcements. We're good. Can you hear okay?
Quickly now! That okay?
Can you hear?
I can hear that. You're a little bit hard to hear.
Nynaeve, you might be taking on a lot more right now than maybe you should be. Oh, well, yeah, we opened up some kind of way.
Probably not where they wanted to go.
Where are we? Are we in a different time? Are we in a different place? Can you guys travel somewhere with skyscrapers? Because that would be interesting. So,
Where are we?
The fortress city of Fal Dara.
The eye of the world is a day's walk beyond the city. But rest is close at hand. We have friends in these borderlands.
people are kind of affected, you know, about the thing, so, and like what it showed them and stuff, so, you know.
Whatever it was you heard in the wind, put it out of your minds.
Okay, well that's kind of easier said than done, but thanks, Marine. Appreciate it. I'm still not sure if we travel to just a different space.
Well, it's just a different. I think the ways just makes you move to other areas of the world.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, we didn't travel through time.
On behalf of Lord Agelmar, I welcome you back to Fal Dara.
These are the same people from the beginning, I think.
What people?
From the fight in the snow.
Oh, you think so?
They seem to seem the same armor, and the sword I saw at the beginning kind of looked like Lan's, and they know Lan. He doesn't look happy.
He looks intense. I kind of like his feather shoulder pads.
This anxious sister of mine wrote to the White Tower with overblown stories of the encroaching blight and Troller Graves.
What? I don't know about all that, but that sounds about right.
While I appreciate your concern, Fal Dara always has and always will be able to protect its own.
My lord, I can assure you that neither I nor any Aes Sedai doubts your ability to keep the blight
I should hope not.
What is the blight? Do we know what the blight is?
We have guarded Talwyn's Gap for 1,000 years.
I am simply here with a warning. The Dark One has begun to use the ways to move his armies. Now, while it behooves you to guard the gap, as your family has always done, it might be prudent to have a group of men wall up the Fal Daran Waygate as well.
Yeah, that's why they said they saw the Trolloc and the... He's been transporting his armies through there. Who this be? Is that the gentleman that Matt knew? Whisker?
I remember his name now.
I don't remember his name.
Is Lehman?
No.
Fit for an Aes Sedai.
No, he looked like, was he the... Because in the... What happened last time, they showed Matt talking to the black gentleman. He was like a peddler or something. I don't remember what he was. Was that him?
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I need a message delivered to the tower. There is a man that they must find.
That'd be our boy Matt.
Matt Cawthon.
And to whom should I send this message?
The Red Aja.
Oh, sending them after.
Forget about the whispers. None of it's true. None of it.
Perrin, I want to know what's going on inside your head, man. That was him, right? Yeah, that's
What's
him.
gotten into you?
I'm pretty sure that's the guy that Matt was talking
I
to.
just saw Padden Fane walk past us.
The peddler. Perrin.
Yeah, okay, I know who you're talking about now.
Okay.
Padden Fane's dead. He was there on Beltane when the Trollocs came.
Oh, were we supposed to have remembered that last episode?
I mean, we didn't see who died and stuff.
Okay.
We saw the peddler in the recap of this episode.
Yeah, because Matt was talking to him.
Yes.
But I'm saying, were we supposed to have known in the first episode that he died?
No, what I remember happening to him in the episode is like Trollocs are attacking and he kind of looks at it and just walks away.
Okay.
Very mysteriously.
Well, he still seems mysterious, so they're carrying that thread.
Thank you.
They don't eat chicken or beef.
The way of the leaf is simple. Do no violence. If the whole world followed it, we'd be much better off. So.
No fish.
I mean, me too, Rand, honestly.
I'll tell you what, dinners with the travellers were better than anything you've ever been.
Oh?
Do they know what I am?
No, no one does, thanks to Aes Sedai. I mean, if we revealed what you were, you'd be hounded every minute of the day.
The big brooding one has...
They're both big. And they both brood.
I mean, they sure do.
The one on the
But
left
one with more reason.
has yellow eyes, blood running down his chin.
Is this the lady? I assume this is Min, the lady she wanted to...
Redhead's rocking a baby.
Whose baby?
No idea, looks like any other baby.
Huh?
And the girls?
White flame. And a ring of gold. I don't know. But they're all linked, all four of them.
Is that unusual?
Very. I see sparks of light trying to fill the shadows, and the shadows trying to swallow the sparks. For what it's worth, they're all very clear visions. Usually the more important someone is to the pattern, the clearer the vision.
Is any vision stronger than the others?
Not particularly.
They almost kind of seem like maybe like equal importance.
Yeah.
And I like, she said the pattern. I think that goes back to like the weaving, you know, a weaving. Who's gonna do this? But yeah, sounds like they're all pretty equally important, and that there's this kind of warring of dark and light, trying to like vie for them, I guess. So.
You saw something for me?
Oh. Never a good sign.
Don't look at me like that. I see the Amarylline seat, and she's wearing full regalia, and she's going to be your downfall.
Oh.
She's the one who told you to go to the eye of the world.
Oh boy. The intrigue.
Who was she? That bartender.
A woman I've known since she was young. Stop lying to us. You forget, girl.
She's not lying. She's just not telling you everything you want to hear.
No matter how much I wish I could.
I like that they reminded us of that, because yeah, she can't lie,
She
but
sees
also...
glimpses of the pattern. The future. And I hoped she'd tell me which of you is the dragon, so I could save the rest. I don't want you to die. Any of you. But whichever of you goes to the eye of the world and is not the dragon, you will die there. Ground to dust between two forces of nature.
That sounds possibly instantaneous and maybe painless, but not great. So...
Well... Which one of us is it?
She doesn't know. And so tomorrow I will take all of you to the eye, knowing that 3 of you will not return. Look, I didn't choose this path for myself any more than you did, but I will follow it because I must. Because I know what is right.
You've made your choice. But
yeah, I was gonna say, they could decide not to go along with this, you know?
Powerful as you are, I don't think you can drag the 4 of us there against our will.
Running, hiding, won't save you from the weaving of the pattern.
She'll force us if she wants to.
Let her try.
Nynaeve's pretty powerful, so I'm just saying.
You take everything she says as fact. This entire prophecy. The dragon reborn being one of us. We only believe it because she told us it's true.
She can't lie.
That doesn't mean she can't mislead.
Yeah, if she doesn't know that she's lying, you know.
And even if she thinks she's telling the truth, she could be wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
about us, about all of it.
She's not wrong.
I'm not doing this because Maureen said we should. Or because I'm convinced she even knows exactly what she's talking about. I want to go to the eye of the world because if there's even a chance she's right, then it's worth it.
Egwene being like literally braver than
You're a wisdom.
everybody, as usual.
If Maureen wasn't a part of this, you wouldn't think twice.
I can't lose anyone else in this room.
Well, you will, sweetheart, if, you know, the thing takes over the world, so...
What if we're throwing our lives away for nothing? What if none of us are the dragon? What if it is Matt?
He does have a voice kind of like Jon Snow.
Told you.
Just every episode, I notice
What?
it.
Why couldn't it be him? You never really got to know him. If you had, then you'd know how hard he's had it. How he fights to get by. He doesn't have much. What he does have, he gives to his friends. To his sisters. To us.
All right, he left us, Rand. You saw his face just the same as I did. He probably went back to Tarvalon for that bloody stolen
You don't know anything about
he
that!
left us!
Well, I guess you're the expert in that.
I knew we were having a personal conversation here. I was like, this is going somewhere.
You're the only one who's ever really loved me.
Don't speak to her like that!
Stop it!
Excuse me?
You owe her an apology.
For what? The truth?
Stop! Just
So I'm telling
stop.
you, I
I'm
think
so
that he
tired of
secretly
you two
has
fighting over her like she's
something for
you can
Egwene,
win.
whether he wants to or not.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Can you please
Yes,
repeat that? Because I
repeat
actually
that.
didn't
I
hear
didn't
it.
hear it either.
We'll rewind if we need to.
Thinking about her doing something for them to win.
Okay, I'm literally actually gonna, because I actually don't know what she said.
For what? The truth?
Stop! Just stop! I am so tired of you two fighting over her like she's something you can win.
Awkward. So, this goes back to like good relationships though, because like I said, I've kind of like wondered a little bit about Perrin, but it's been so subtle, and it might not even be something like that he has fully understood or acknowledged if he does have any kind of feelings for her. Because he did have a wife, and obviously I'm sure he loved his wife.
Yeah.
And everything like that. Like so I like this. If he does have something for her, I like the subtleness of it because that's like more realistic than being like overt.
Okay, but from my point of view, I haven't noticed anything like that.
I've only
I thought
wondered
he's
it
been
very mildly.
very much with his wife and like dealing with that grief.
Yeah.
And now because of the things we've read on the comments, I'm like, is this something they're now throwing in there to fix some issues and because of COVID and everything, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe they're not, but now I'm thinking that. Oh, I don't know.
That they're throwing in what?
The storyline here.
Well, the storyline with Matt certainly.
Matt for sure, but the thing between the both of them.
I don't know, because like I said, I have very mildly wondered it before.
Yeah, okay.
Not in a major way, because like I said, obviously he's been grieving his wife. Obviously he loves his wife. I'm not denying that at all. But he could also feel some shame if he has subconsciously had some kind of feeling for Egwene as well.
I'm more wondering
So-
if this was one of the.
But maybe it was an
COVID issues.
afterthought. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
knows? Yeah. So he's definitely taking care of her. But you could also see it as brotherly as well. But like, I could understand if there is maybe a little bit of something there. So
This has been right in front of me this whole time. I never even noticed.
Maybe Perrin doesn't even understand exactly what.
Proposed to Layla. That was the day Egwene and I got together.
The only woman I've ever loved was my wife.
You can. Why you sound like a wolf right now?
Careful, bud, careful. Don't say
He-
something stupid.
He gonna eat you. So- either he does have some kind of feeling for her, or Rand's insecure about it. something, you know. Because we know Rand's insecure anyway.
I didn't.
With their relationship. Nynaeve, you're fine. It's not your fault.
You've given them a semblance of a choice. That's all they need.
Give them the appearance of a choice, at least, to make them feel like they're choosing to come.
What is it?
She's also thinking about what she heard.
Nothing.
You think she's doubting the...
Nostalgia, I suppose.
Like the vision she had, maybe?
The air in these borderlands, there's something about it. The smell. It reminds me of the night we met. Aren't there goodbyes you need to make in this city before we go?
Are there? Lan, do you know people? Do we get more... Do we get, like...
They seem to know who you are.
Do we get, like, a lot... Well, they certainly did, but... Yeah, their relationship's so good, though.
I like her, you know? The wisdom.
A little smirk.
It'd be interesting if he was the child that was born at the beginning of this.
Yeah, we don't know who that... Or if the baby even lived. Like, we didn't actually see that. We didn't see her be killed or the baby. Look, I shipped you two, like, a couple episodes ago already, so...
Yes, please.
You ready?
I assume that this is kind of like her getting to see him. Is this his family, or...
That's what I'm thinking.
Or if not, like, they're like family to him? Because they don't look like him.
Hello.
Oh?
I was just...
Following me.
How'd you get there?
I don't think you could rightly call this tracking.
Shouldn't. We call this stalking in relationships.
You're just going to stand there? Or do you plan to come in? This is Nynaeve.
Ah, his face.
Nynaeve.
He's adorable.
Everyone.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to intrude.
Please, sit. Sit.
But something to eat would be lovely. Thank you.
Have a seat.
Noticed.
Here, Joe. Let Nynaeve sit down.
This guy's pleased.
Thank you for keeping my Daishan safe and bringing him home to me.
Oh, many.
How big was the drone?
Tronic was massive.
Bigger than you?
Much bigger. With big teeth and fangs.
Thank you for including me tonight.
You didn't give me much of a choice.
Are you two gonna ship yourselves? Are you allowed to do
Good
that?
night.
I don't remember. Have we found out if the warders are allowed to have
Some of the warders seem to have relations with each other.
families, or would that be like distracting from their work, or is there like a rule on that? I don't recall if we've...
I haven't really talked about it. But the two warders of that greenhouse show, they were...
Well. I don't know, Moraine kind of seemed to approve of it though, because she was like, well, I like her, so...
That's like painful.
We need to know more about this guy's backstory. Is that you? Come in. Come in and let us learn things about Lan. That would be fantastic. She's like, ooh. It's the most excited we've ever seen Nynaeve look. Lan without his shirt off. Look, if we're all gonna die anyway, you know. Of course, I ship it even without death, but...
I waited in my room for an hour for you to come and apologize.
I found through hard-won experience that when you're actually ready to talk, you find me.
She is not amused. What are you two doing here? Come on.
I'm sorry. I know there's nothing between you and Perrin.
Of course there isn't. That's not why I'm angry with you. How dare you think for even a second that I don't care about Matt? That I wouldn't fight for him, die for him.
I was scared. Whatever happens at the Eye, this power that lives inside of you, you can't ignore it, because it won't let you. You need to go to the White Tower, become what you've always wanted to be.
I'm not without you. I've already made that mistake once.
I'll come with you to the White Tower. Every
You're gonna say become her warder, like be secret lovers?
Did you really think I'll let someone else be yours?
I think all the actors are just good in this. Good at portraying emotion and whatnot, yeah.
Why did he call you Daishan?
Thank you for somebody asking that. I was like, that's not his name.
Is it when he calls me?
But
It's a title given to future kings of Malkia. And on the night that Malkia was overrun by the Blight, my family was slaughtered.
You know, I never quite understood why you bonded yourself to Marine.
And now you do?
You are a king without a kingdom. A boy without a family. And now, you finally belong. To her. Doesn't she?
Only in the way those kids own you? Hmm? The wisdom never weds.
I ship it.
I believe it's already.
I ship it again. So I really
Ship's
like.
about to take off.
I really like Lan. I just really like him a lot. Okay, he's just really great. Also, you know, apparently it's Nynaeve's fault that we can't get married, not his. So, or at least maybe this is a saying.
Maybe.
Wisdom never weds. But no, I get it. I feel like she thinks that he's kind of like bound to Moraine, so maybe she feels like he couldn't really give himself like to her fully or whatever. But also, I mean, I don't know, kind of cool backstory, you know?
Yeah.
About how he's a misplaced king and doesn't have at least a biological family, and so like this is kind of his sense of purpose of doing something in the
That
world
makes sense.
is being her warder. So. Oh, everybody's just shipping. All right.
Except Perrin.
Well.
Want to know what's going on with Perrin?
Over here! I'll get you there.
Why'd they show us the bird? He's recognized something.
Sword.
The bird on the sword, like he's recognized something.
Carrie, it was so hot. I didn't mean to find her there, but I had to get away. Up the mountain, into the snow. He was crying.
Dad.
He was so tiny.
What are you talking about?
That door is made of iron. 3 men your size can break it down.
Show us that.
That mountain. I think I've seen it before.
The Dragon Reborn.
You are the Dragon Reborn.
We're closed!
Now that begs to differ. Is the thing telling the truth, or is the thing again just feeding upon his fear by telling him that? You know?
Having a different thought. I'm sorry.
Oh, what's your thought?
He was the kid that was born from the woman. That
At the
sword I
beginning?
saw at the end was his father's.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the mountain, the volcano. It looked like a volcano at the beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
Look me in the eye and tell me that you want to know what I've got to say. Because
You're
once
gonna
you do,
say,
there's
yeah,
no
do you?
turning back. A man in armor, carrying your heron-marked blade.
Oh,
I saw a baby born on the
color is
slopes of
her hair?
Dragon Mount.
He's letting her have a baby, huh?
What color is her hair?
Well, that kid's hair is red.
What color is her mom's?
It's kind of reddish.
Just like the Ogier said it when he first met Rand.
A man raised him in a wooden house beside fields.
Oh, the sheep! What a good man!
In a sleeping village surrounded by 2 rivers. And that baby was something impossible.
Your mom was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Do you see the eye of the world?
Wish I didn't.
Why?
You seem like a decent person.
Do I make it back?
So you're not surviving or what?
I didn't think so.
And so he's something special, but we're not sure still if he's really the dragon, though. You know?
Finally get to see some things that's happened in the show that we were not privy to.
Nynaeve?
Yeah. Nynaeve, check Lan's room. That's right. Everybody was getting it on last night, not just you.
I owe you an apology. I spoke out of turn. Didn't mean to stir anything up.
Oh, hello. Hi.
I want to go. Where's Rand?
Assumed he was with you.
Is he gonna like choose to go off by himself? Okay, I'm gonna say this man. You know, if he thinks he's the dragon,
He went to Moraine.
What happened?
to like protect them.
Yeah.
It's me.
We still don't quite know that.
There's a lot of clues now saying that it is.
We didn't like confirm for
They
sure.
both went. They went without them.
I don't
Yeah.
She left.
By
Yeah.
herself.
So, yeah, everybody's trying to protect people, but it's
Right.
not. Oh, it's not. Oh, you shouldn't go there by yourself. You shouldn't go there at all. It doesn't look pleasant.
What is that?
Light.
The Blight. We have to go through it to get to the Eye of the
Okay.
World.
Man, can you even step through that? What a mess. Oh boy. Man, that's a lot. It's a widespread. Hello. So that was The Wheel of Time, Season 1, Episode 7. Would you like to say thoughts in your brain?
Don't know where to begin.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the Rand thing.
The Rand thing, yes.
I'm a little disappointed that it's not all of them.
We don't know that he's
But-
the dragon. Like, this is literally the first season.
True.
So we don't
True.
really know anything
But I'm
yet.
going with what we've seen thus far. You know, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Like maybe it was the 5 of them, and then Matt left, and I don't know.
Yeah, I decided to change it
Yeah.
or whatever, but I'm still not sold on the fact that we know it's Rand for sure.
No, but
These two are going to go off together, and I think it's going to be a bad time. That's what I think.
yeah, I mean,
And it's not going to be
They're
good.
going to follow, most likely.
So.
Or whatever this, the peddler, like, he was like...
Oh yeah, he
kept
was
showing
doing
up and then
something.
nothing happened, so...
Yeah, so maybe they'll continue that with the last episode?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. That's just a thread out in the wind.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it could be a red herring. But that was a lot of... There's just a lot now pushing towards that Rand is the Dragonborn.
Well, why do you say that?
Well, the episode started with that scene, awesome scene with that pregnant woman that we now know was his mother.
Yeah.
And it was his adopted father who took him in. The all-seeing lady said he was an impossible child.
Yeah.
I mean, all these are like not technically classic You're the One story beats.
Yeah.
But they're kind of classic You're the One story
That's
beats.
why I feel it could also be a red herring.
Yeah, that's what it could be.
Because
And
like,
red herring is
he's
the
like
red
learning
herring.
all this backstory about himself, and he's hearing things to indicate that he thinks like, oh, I must be the one, and so of course he's gonna go off like by himself, not hoping to get Egwene and the other people killed. So like I said, I'm not sold on the fact yet that he is the dragon. I don't have enough evidence of that yet, you know. We also haven't seen, like, I know it was just like showing us some things, but we really haven't seen loads of power from Rand yet.
It's true.
You know,
We've
unless
seen
he's
more
just been trying to
power from
contain it, but like,
Nynaeve, but apparently I mean, you saw that when he broke that door down.
yeah.
It was him weaving. In the ways, it wasn't Egwene who stopped. It was him who pushed the Trolloc off. And his weaving has the black stuff, so I guess it could be that. So, I mean, this could all be red herrings.
Yeah.
But there's those classic story beats of you are the one.
Which is why I hope that he's not.
I hope he's not. I really
you know,
like.
I mean, I like Rand. Don't get me wrong.
I really
but,
like that it was all of them.
Yeah.
I was really digging that.
Well, but we also did have that lady, the seer, also say that they are all entwined.
Yeah.
So it could still be that they're all needed. Like, we don't know yet, you know? Maybe Rand's gonna go off thinking he's the one, and maybe they're gonna show up and discover that they're all needed to, like, who knows? Like, I'm still open to the fact that it could be not that predictable, you know? And again, I understand that they did have to rewrite some stuff for the end of the season. So maybe it's all rewritten, and, you know, if you kind of have to do that in a hurry. I don't think I would have really noticed anything if people hadn't said like, oh, these last two episodes happened during COVID. Like, I think it's
I wouldn't.
like knowing that I could maybe be like, okay, maybe they had to rewrite some things, but it wasn't a bad episode either.
That's why I don't like knowing that this was rewritten. Even just that, knowing like this whole entire time, like I'm thinking, was this written because of COVID? Was this rewritten because of COVID? Like I don't like thinking that during this episode.
Yeah, we don't like that, okay? You spoiler sports. So again, only directed at like 2 of you because the rest of you have been fine. But yeah, so the stuff with Rand, again, I'm not sold that he's the dragon. We got another episode to end out the season. We'll see what they do with that. You know, we had some other good relationship stuff. My Lan and Nynaeve ship has kind of set sail, so that's pleasant. We learned about Lan's backstory as well.
Yeah.
Which was very interesting about how he's really a king, and again, like him needing that kind of sense of purpose, and so, you know, but him being like, but also, you know, Moraine doesn't own me, so like we can ship if you want to, you know, it's the wisdoms that say that they don't get married, okay? So like put the ball in her court, like he's like, yeah, I'm not saying no to this. Anyway, and that was really sweet with like his adoptive family and like seeing them together and stuff. So like some good stuff there. But yeah, I think the big question will be like just to see like what happens in this next episode. You know, you also had this year, or no, that wasn't this year. That was like the spirit thing in the cave in the ways telling Moraine that Swan, what's her name? Swan? I don't think it's Swan. I don't think that's
the animal in the sea.
Yeah,
it's Swan.
Is that how you say it?
It's the way I say it.
Okay, well, Swan, it's probably not how you say it either. But basically saying that she would be her downfall. So again, that goes back to like, is it because her prophecy's wrong? Or, you know, the vision that she had, is it wrong? And because like Moraine obviously trusts her so much because she cares about her, or
think it's
you
wrong.
know,
It's way
like
too...
not necessarily that Swan would purposely mislead her. It might
No,
not be that,
obviously
but it
not.
could be, yeah, it could be like that. She's following this, and that it is going to lead to their downfall. So,
Prediction.
go.
Because we're going into the last episode.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Peddler dude is going to mess with the party that was left behind, so they're not going to join them in the middle. At least not right away.
What is his motive?
I don't know.
I don't even remember what him and Matt talked about.
He just sold stuff to Matt. But, I mean, it was very weird that the whole city was getting attacked by Trollocs, and he's like, time to go.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
He just left without,
Yeah.
so easily, and now he's walking around here, so he's going to do something. Something's going to happen. It has to. What's going to end up happening is Moraine and Lan are going to actually end up setting the Dark One free. Perfect season 2.
Is he captured?
Something. Why is he there? Because I know he's weak or whatever.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's where he was. The last dragon put him. So that's why he wants. That's why he gave the.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my prediction.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's like Ocarina of Time, where like they think they're doing a good thing, and then they, But okay, all right.
And Moraine's gonna die.
You think already? Oh, okay. I don't really think so, but you never know.
Be like a Game of Thrones thing.
Well, that certainly would. Yeah, I don't think I have any predictions. Like I said, I'm just curious to see, because I'm not sold on Rand being the dragon yet. I need more.
And maybe he's not.
Which, and again, if he is, maybe that was a decision, like a last minute change that they made. Like, we don't know.
I think that too.
But
I
think if he is, for me it comes out of a little bit out of left field. But if he's not, then it could be a red herring, and could be okay.
Before the COVID break, or whatever, there are those clues that we've seen. He's been weaving all along. Mm-hmm. His very first episode, he got that sword foot whip from his dad.
I still feel like they're focused on him in that
regard.
No,
and maybe that was
like
the
in
point.
That regard, maybe
to really show off everybody else that he possibly couldn't be the Dragonborn.
Yeah, but you don't want it to come out of left field too much.
But at the same time, you're right. I mean,
you don't want it to come out of left field too much.
It could have been, we're in trouble now. Let's shoot this cool scene with his mom doing all this cool stuff, and make him the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
So, we don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Like I said in the Avatar finale, that it's better to have suspense than surprise, and I don't know. For me, I don't know.
I can see
for
it coming from left field, but there are. They've kind of now
horrifically out
interconnected.
of left field. But for me, it would come a little. I don't know. I just didn't expect. It's fine to not expect it to be him, and then for it to be him. But I just need more.
You need more.
I need more solidification. I'm not sold yet. I'm really not sold on Rand being the Dragonborn. Although backstory was cool. Mom was cool. Like, I liked all of that. So.
I remember the Ogier, the first time he met him, he's like, "You're from this area."
Yeah.
He was like, "No, I'm not."
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah. So yeah, maybe there are enough clues. Maybe that's something that upon rewatching would be more useful as well. But yeah. Okay. Anything else?
It was a good episode.
It was a good episode, It was a good episode. So I still like it better than episode 2, which was just my least favorite for some reason. So
It's episode 1's my least favorite.
hard disagree.
Okay.
You have anything else you'd like to talk about?
I do not.
All right. Well, thank you for being here, guys. And next week we'll be watching the last episode, and then after that we'll also watch the short videos that just kind of give more about like the world and stuff like that, like the little animated shorts. We'll make a video with those. We're interested in checking those out as well. And I think that's all. So thank you again, and we will see you in our next video. Bye.